All right, I want us to listen to a voice here as we transition, because there has been this issue of demolitions that has been going on in Athi River of Machakos County. Let's listen to what the leaders from Azimio said.
Chungu lioko Machakos hii ni wa hali ya juu sana. Na julikane sio Wakamba peke yao wako pale. Kuna jamii zote, Wakisii, Wakikuyu, all of them. And most of them are innocent purchasers for value without notice.
Watoto wanakaa pale hawana makao, mvua inanyeshewa. Shule zinabomolewa na kuna watoto ambao wanakwenda kufanya mitihani. Wako pale. Mahospitali, dispensaries zinabomolewa. Makanisa zinabomolewa, nyumba ya Mungu.
All right.
Let me start with that.
Okay, Doctor, go ahead.
Yeah. So as Onbui has said, in terms of housing, yeah, the Kenya Medical Association built houses in Mavoko constituency and started a project that was stopped halfway, and our houses actually demolished because someone came with a title that they claimed was theirs. But we had done due diligence for 2 years. When we went to court, the court said it was not possible for Kenya Medical Association Housing Circle to know that this is not a correct title, and asked the government to repay back the money to KMA and give the back land to the owner, because it was a problem at lands, which is the same problem we're having there. You go, you're told the title is okay, you build, then it's demolished. So, secondly, the county governments have differential treatment of health workers. I am paying a bank mortgage payment back of about 17%. Doctors in Makueni are paying a county government-sponsored 3% mortgage. So I have to work 6 times harder to try to earn toward. So in the bank, and then the monetary policy, the central bank the other day said they have increased. What do they say? Whatever. And the bank doesn't, sitting from where they are, they just write you an SMS. We have increased your mortgage repayments. You get that. Now I even have to work 5 times harder. So, whereas the housing levy may not be a problem, because that, as I told Honbui, is a way that the Kenya Kwanza have thought they can raise funds for building houses for others, they should strengthen all the other ways. County governments give us mortgage at affordable rates so that we are able to concentrate and help out them. And we get back our money. I'll be looking for you. They owe us $1 billion. We have doctors who have, some have even died having put their money. So I'll look for you. For KMA.
Dr. is pitching for KMA. I've given you the platform to pitch for KMA.
I just realized what he's doing. Honorable Coach, tell me, because so all this goes on as the government is in place, because I mean it exists in perpetuity. Yet now we see the DCI inviting the complainants to come record. Like, really?
It's unfortunate for those ones who've lost their houses, but I just like the cartoon that the Nation newspaper has used, one of the media has used today. There's a vulture there that has put on where it is supposed to be, this land is not for sale, and now put on
the note
to read this land is for sale, and the vulture is a land cartel. It's exactly what it is. In fact, let me tell you, most of the leaders that you see speaking very strongly against the demolitions are the cause of the problem. People sold land in Mavoko to innocent Kenyans. I'm telling you, if you did such, even today, in fact, actually, I took the pain personally when I saw the demolitions happening to go and ask the PS, Nixon Korir, if there is another title and how this happened. The title as it is now belongs to East African Portland Cement. The sanctity of our title must be respected. So there is no way today, Sam, I'll come to your land and build a house, and because I built a house, I cannot be evicted because I have built a house. No.
So the titles that he's saying exist, where did they come from?
He was also conned, and he actually admitted off the camera that they were conned.
But the government was not able to tell the difference.
Yeah.
Court
Yeah, so there has been a con game that has been perpetuated by land officers and some unscrupulous politicians who are trying to benefit from the unfortunate and hard.
Okay. Honorable Mboyi, because you come from Machakos County, tell me, so what exactly transpired such that we are in this situation?
Yeah, first and foremost, it is true that, like what Dr. has said, that if you were to go and do a search, because that's a due diligence you do on all issue of purchase of land. The only thing you do is to go to the land registry and do a search. Correct. And the search shows that the titles are genuine. Clean, yes. Now, the next thing you do, I'm telling you, that is what has been. That's why four registrars of lands. That's why 4 registrars of lands are being summoned by DCI. Correct. Then now the other thing is you go to the county and you seek approvals. The county agrees to your scheme and your site plan and everything, and the architectural drawings and structural drawings, and gives the approval to build. Yes. At the same time, the government, through Kenya Power and Lighting, connect you to electricity, to the national grid. Yeah. Electricity lines are passing there with it demarcated in the routes that the roads have been designed. Yes. Then suddenly, after 10 years, they wake up. You wake up and the houses are being brought down. Yeah. I mean, totally unfair. I think there is a problem with our government agencies, because if people should not have built there, then they wouldn't have gotten approvals. The search at the registrar would have shown that that land belongs to Portland. And let me tell you, even one of the things that is most annoying is that before these evictions were done, there was no eviction notice given, and there was no eviction orders given by any court. So this was just an arbitrary...
But there was a judgment.
There was a judgment that, do you know, Sam, the judgment was the case was thrown out on technicality. Yes. There was no hearing. Yes. Because in the final ruling, they said, we will have to set a date for hearing. Yeah. Okay. So they threw out the case on technicality. There was no hearing. All right. Now, before a hearing is done, before eviction orders are given, houses have been brought down. Sam, let me tell you, you've heard the news. You've just said that 33 churches have been told, you take your things out before we bring them down. That is after they brought down 5 churches and the pastors went on the rampage. Yeah. They would be scared of 5 pastors, but not 10,000 families, children who have no school to go to, people who have no place to call home. It's a very unfortunate situation. Very.
So, Honorable Madenge, have the final word on this. There was once upon a time a promise that no house would be brought down under the watch of this administration. And here we are. I don't know. I don't know what that land is supposed to be used for, but it would be unfortunate if it's subdivided and sold again to people to build houses, and houses have been brought down. Yes. Are there alternatives in such disputes of settling them out?
Sam, let me begin by saying that what is happening in Mavoko is our total shame as Kenyans. It doesn't matter whether you're the president, whether you are the head of the opposition, whether you are the local member of parliament, it is our total shame. This has left every leader in this country totally naked. We are the people who have the utmost responsibility to ensure that what happened in Mavoko should never have happened in this country. Where have we been? Those of us who are in charge now and have authorized the demonstrations, the demolitions, I'm saying shame on us. Home. Those of us who sat and watched as Kenyans were conned and sold land by people that we know, shame on us. Sam, we need to clean up totally the land ministry. Let me give you a story about Thika. The late Honorable Mwiraria owned some land in Thika. At the Thika Lands Office, they went and created a parallel file to the land owned by Honorable Mwiraria. He was a minister in the Kibaki government. That is how daring the land registrars in this country are. It doesn't matter what position you occupy in this land, in this country. As long as they notice that there is no surveillance on your land, they will go in a government office, shamelessly clear authentic, genuine files that you find in the office.
Okay.
And you'll be sold the land, and you'll get the approvals, because the county governments have no responsibility unless it is land that is issued by the county government. The titles that are issued at the national level, the county government asks you to provide documents proving ownership. So, one, this country urgently needs a system that will verify documents across the board. It's not just land, including some of us are in office on basis of certificates that are fake.
All right. Honorable Duncan Mathenge, Honorable Robert Mbui, Simon Kigondo, Daktari, as well as Honorable Nelson Koech, thank you so much for making time for us to have this conversation. So much feedback already coming in, but unfortunately we are technically out of time. I have to pave way for Ayub Abdikadi, who is here to speak about the National Cassava Conference and Expo 2023. That's our time. My name is Sam Gituku. See you again some other time. Bye for now.